I received an ask that says, I love that post of yours about levels of development. To start 2024, I'll be at level 0 because I haven't even done the basics lately. But I was in doubt about how long level 0 should last. I have a lot of difficulty measuring progress and knowing the ideal time to increase the level. So that is in reference to a post of mine, which is about what I refer to as level 0. And it says, turning your life around, coming out of a funk, getting over a breakup, need to reignite your spark for life, need to feel in control, want a boost of confidence, dealing with low self-esteem. Where to start? Exercise every day, skincare and makeup of personal preference. Yes, this includes not wearing makeup at all if that is your personal preference. Hair done, showered and moisturized, at least one hobby you engage with on a daily or frequent basis, at least one skill you are developing on a daily or frequent basis. If you haven't gotten a 7-day workout streak and completed the other bullet points on this list yet, stop moaning, get to work, and kill your distractions. This is level 0. So, naturally, you're going to want to start there, right? Because there are other levels, like level 1 is, figuring out what's wrong with your life and, making the plans to fix things. And level 2 is when you put your plan into motion and so on and so forth. But if you are just getting started with level 0, yeah, naturally you're going to be wondering, like, okay, when do I move on? Well, like I said, once you have all of that stuff down, you've been exercising, you've been taking care of yourself physically, you've been engaging with a hobby, a skill, stuff like that. At some point, you just have to think about the bigger picture of your life. What more do you want? How do you progress from there? And the reason that this is level 0 in the first place is because when you are feeling kind of down, when you are at a low point in your life, typically what happens is you start letting yourself go a bit, right? You aren't taking care of your skin, you aren't dressing well, you're not necessarily doing your hair right, you're skipping showers, you feel disconnected from your hobbies. Even though you want to engage with your hobbies, you just don't do it. There's some sort of friction, some sort of barrier. I don't know, you just rot away. Everyone has experienced that, you want to draw, but it's too much effort. You want to do whatever it is that you like to do, but when you're just not feeling good, when you're feeling down, everything that you like even feels hard. And that sounds strange because it's like, oh, but you like it. Why would it be hard? It just is. I don't know why. It just is. Your skills, you have this list of things. Oh, I want to learn how to do this. I want to play this instrument. I want to know this language. I want to learn this dance. I want to learn how to sew this. You know what I mean? All of that stuff just gets put on the back burner while you, like I said, just kind of rot away, or you're so stuck in the groove of your life of going to school or going to work and just these little things where you need to get out of that rut. And part of it is you need to get back to taking care of yourself, right? You can't really feel good if you haven't showered in 4 days. You can't really feel good if you feel sloppy and lazy and gross, right? So you need to start there because one, I mean, obviously taking care of yourself is important, but also it's something that's in your control and it is quick enough where you can do it and have an immediate result, right? Other things, it's like, oh, you have to do it for weeks and weeks or months and months before you can get any results. But you can go from having messy hair to having nice hair in just a few minutes, with a brush and some hair gel. Now your hair is done. You have a sleek ponytail or something. You know what I mean? So when you really are feeling down, you need quick results, right? You need something that's just like, okay, I've crossed that off the list. I've crossed that off the list. You get that satisfaction of making progress. So all of these little things, which they're not really little because they are impactful, but they are little as far as the amount of, I guess, overall effort they require of you, they add up and you can feel really good about yourself. If you've been doing nothing all day for who knows how long, when you finally do have that day where, okay, you did moisturize your face, you did shower, you did wash your hair, you even straightened it. Look at you, you've put on real clothes. You're not wearing your senioritis shirt that you got when you were graduating high school and those sweatpants that you stole from your boyfriend 2 years ago. You're finally wearing like an actual outfit. You're gonna feel so much better. And then the hobby, it's something that you like. It's something that's not just working or studying or something like that. It's something that it's your own pure enjoyment. And you're finally engaging with that again for the first time in so long. That makes such a big difference. And a skill that you've been developing. This is so you can feel like you're making progress on something in life that you technically don't have to, but it's something that you're genuinely interested in. You've been wanting to learn how to do this thing. You've been wanting to, work towards that certificate or get through those Coursera courses or just whatever it is that you're interested in. So not only have you taken care of yourself physically, now you're taking care of yourself intellectually. You're taking care of yourself by allowing, a bit of fun in your day to do a hobby that you like, whether that's playing video games or going and riding your bike or painting your nails, whatever it is. If you went from being very lazy or even depressed or something, and then you had 7 days straight of exercising, getting nice and clean and well put together, you're working on a skill, you're working on a hobby, you will feel so much better. That is important. So you've been doing that for a while now. And I'm not saying it's only 7 days, but at the very least, that's where you start. You do it for 7 days straight. So you're like really building that muscle back up of feeling good. Let's say you've been at level 0 for multiple weeks now. How do you know when it's time to leave? Well, like I said, it's just you'll just know you're ready to move on. You're gonna actually feel the urge to move on. I answered another post before where I said level 1 is to figure out what's wrong with your life and come up with a tangible and measurable plan on how to fix it, what to cut out, what to invite in, how long it'll take to save up for XYZ, what credit score you need for such and such, what habits need to be dropped immediately, etc. Figuring out how to go from who you are now to the early stages of who you want to be. Level 1 is coming to terms with who you are. With who you are and what you want. Doing the research and making a game plan. It's making sure you don't keep sliding backwards. Why is this level 1 and not level 0? Because when people are in a subpar place, taking an audit of how they've failed themselves leads to more despair and a feeling of hopelessness. People who have gotten themselves to a semblance of health and daily discipline would do this and feel ready for a challenge. If you've been working out every day, eating well, taking care of your looks, enjoying your hobbies, and taking 30 minutes to build a skill you've always wanted to learn, you're going to be feeling great. And when it's time to sit down and apply for new jobs, it won't feel as daunting. When it's time to sit down and write that essay, it won't be as hard. When you decide to start saving $200 a month, you'll be excited about it instead of feeling deprived. Level 1 is a very short level, and you shouldn't be here for long at all. So level 0 is getting yourself to a base level of daily self-discipline, taking care of your health and appearance, and having things to do besides scrolling all day. The bare minimum of feeling good about yourself long-term and being a functioning person. So I guess it will depend on how long it takes for you to reach that threshold of feeling good about yourself and feeling like a functioning person. Some people only need that sort of like harsh reset, that kick in the butt for, a week. Some people only need a few days, but some people can take a pretty long time depending on where you are, who you are, what you've been going through. It's important though to just not get too comfortable, to not feel like doing the bare minimum is enough, because it's not. Not long term. It's the bare minimum. You need to be doing more. If you really are trying to turn your life around, to have more, to be more, to do more, well, you're gonna have to do more than the bare minimum. So this is just to get you started, to restore what was there before you lost whatever spark, before you fell off the wagon, whatever happened, But you shouldn't be at level 0 for a long time. At a certain point, you're going to start to desire more. You're going to want to make a plan of what else you can do and how else you can achieve things. And so once that yearning starts, once you are sufficiently sick of yourself and sick of your life and the place you are, and you're ready for more, when you can officially feel like what you have just isn't good enough and you're worth more and you can have it, that's when it's time to move on. It's time to stop doing the bare minimum and to take it up a notch. And most people know when that is. It's not something that you need a special day written down on. You won't need a reminder in your phone. It'll just happen. You'll be laying down in bed and suddenly it's 2 a.m. and you have an idea and you need to spring on it immediately. Have you ever wanted to just like get up and clean your whole house when it's like 3 a.m.? And it's like, why didn't I feel that like urge at a normal time? Why is it that in the middle of the night I suddenly have like the energy to go and do these things? It's stuff like that. That's when it's time to act on it, you know? That's what level zero is. Level zero is just a starting point. It's a kick in the butt to get you going, get healthy again, feel good, to no longer feel like you're just stuck in the mud. You're not stuck in the mud. That's how you get out. And it's level zero. Hope that helped.